This is the French Girl's Guide to Food. I'm Olivia Saez, and I have Tovolo's Perfect Poach, which means that I'm making breakfast this morning. So this thing is super cool. I'll show you what you need. A glass to put the kind of filter package in, obviously some eggs, and we'll get some water going on our stove. So we've put our heat on high, and we've got a bunch of water in our saucepan. You really want to have a few cups just so the egg will fit in. We want to get this thing nice and bubbly boiling, and then we'll get started. So let's take one of these cool filters. We'll open it up, if I can get it open here. Of course, this is always a challenge. We'll open it up and we'll place this in our glass. Okay, so make sure that you have a nice pocket. Fold the leaves over the side just to hold it in place, and we'll make sure that it's just sitting on the glass. We'll take our egg and we'll crack it on the table, not on the glass. If you put it on the rim of the glass, you'll risk getting pieces of the shell in there, so you don't want to do that. So we'll throw that away, and then we have our Perfect Poach ready to go. Now, it does tend to leak out of the bottom, so make sure that you do this pretty quickly. You want your water boiling. We'll turn our heat down. We don't want it to be boiling too hard before we put our egg in, so turn the heat down just a little, sort of low. We do want a little bit of bubbling still. And you can take with your fingers, or you can use tongs if you don't feel comfortable, but we'll let it just sit in the water for a second, hold it in place. We'll grab our tongs real quick just to be safe. And we'll drape our edges over the side. So the only reason why I'm doing this is just to hold it in place so the egg doesn't start falling out before it's set. Once it's set, we can sort of take this off a little bit, and I'll show you in a second how to do that. But this little guy is not staying on. Okay, stay on. Okay, I think we're good. I'm gonna just hold it for a second. So as you can see, it's just sort of sitting in the filter. There's a little bit of the egg white that oozed out, but that's okay. I mean, you don't need that much. So now it looks like it's pretty settled in there, so I won't drape it over the side anymore, and we'll just get it going. So if it seems like the water is not really boiling, you can always turn it up, but we'll leave this here for a bit. You'll notice that the egg white starts to bubble a little bit, and it'll sort of foam. So this is really where it's probably about ready. It's been about 2-3 minutes. And we'll just do a last 30 seconds, but we'll just sort of dip it right in the water, make sure that whole egg is completely cooked. And then we'll just take it out of our water a little bit, let the water just ooze out as much as possible. You obviously don't want too much water with your egg. And we'll put this back into our glass. And don't worry if there's a little egg white still in the glass from before, it's not gonna hurt you at all. So once we're done here, we will take our glass. And we're almost done, so we're actually just gonna plate this and season a little bit. So let me move these out of the way, get my plate, and it's been sitting for a second, the egg in the glass. So I'm gonna just take my tongs. It could be cool enough to touch, but just to be safe, yeah, it's fine. It's not too hot, but definitely be safe. I'm used to burning fingers and things, so be safer if you can and use the tongs. And then just dump it out onto the plate. It should just slide right out, which is awesome. It makes it so easy. Just throw that filter away, and we'll just little salt and pepper blend, just a little tiny sprinkle, not too much, just to season, and we have our poached egg. Pretty easy. I mean, it really took no time at all, and everything was contained in a little space. So while I was showing you how to do all of this, I actually put a second one in as well, because I'm eating these for breakfast and I can't just have one. So I have another one here I'm gonna just dump out quickly. Now, these bags do tend to hold a little bit of extra water, so when you do dump the eggs out, sometimes the water comes out with it. So you can really mop that up if you want. You can actually pour them out onto a paper towel, and you'll be good to go. But I have my toast here, and I have breakfast. So again, if you want to mop up the water, I would definitely put a paper towel underneath, and then you know, transfer to another plate when you're ready to serve. So Tovolo's Perfect Poach. It was really easy to use. I do like it a lot. It makes it just a simple way of poaching an egg. And I'm gonna crack into these bad boys right here. And ooh, that's perfect for me. I like it a little bit more well done. So if you, oh, that one's good too. That just totally squirted out. If you like them a little bit more well done and not too oozy, then I would recommend doing 3 minutes, 4 minutes. If you like them a little less done, 2-3 minutes max. But here's breakfast, and these are great, and it's a super easy tool to use. So I hope you enjoyed our review, and we will see you next time on the French Girl's Guide to Food. And as always, à votre santé!